Hello, muffins. How are we today? I hope everyone has had a beautiful Sunday and are looking forward to the week we have ahead. Today, I wanted to do a sort of check-in with my heart and with how I've been feeling and how I'm experiencing collective energy. So maybe you see an echo in your story or how things are unfolding for you at this time. I feel a lot of resistance to showing myself sometimes because there is so much judgment in the world. And I feel like building that confidence from the inside out that no matter what someone says, no matter what someone does, I am okay. I am solid. I am worthy. Nice bit of throat chakra clearing there. So when we tap into something from a heart open space, we really allow ourselves to be vulnerable. We really allow ourselves to be seen. And that can also evoke a lot of emotion within us and with those that we're surrounded by or addressing. I feel as though when I'm in a space of safety, I tend to be a lot more able to hold that space for other people. So, asking questions like, how can I create more safety in my life? How can I create more safety inside? Not because there is a need or a lack, but because it helps me be more of myself. It helps me unfold more naturally. It helps me feel myself deeper and allow myself to be felt deeply, which is, I think, a very innate and core value for humans. There's so much more to say on this, but I feel for today that's all I'm gonna divulge or delve into. So I would love to share a card. The Four of Wands. Oh, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands traditionally talks about celebration. And this to me really feels like almost a very feminine, passion filled essence, a celebration of life with all the flowers, almost like it reminds me of like a spiritual stand or like a fairground stand or a market stand. And I think what's recently been coming up a lot for me is the color red and how safe it feels to be surrounded by red. So I don't know if red is something that is quite relevant for you at the moment, maybe contemplating what that is associated with in your mind. Like, what do you associate with the color red? And how can we celebrate ourselves? How can we celebrate ourselves in a way that feels innate and unique so that when the time comes that we are sharing ourselves, or as we share ourselves, how can we celebrate what we're doing and who we are, who we're becoming in the process? Always find it important to echo what safe space are we creating for the world by being ourselves. That's not to say we don't have emotion, that we don't pass through troubling and challenging points in life, but that we have an ultimate belief that either all is guided or everything is okay, all is well, whatever happens, it's okay. The world will keep on turning. The sun will still rise tomorrow. And having things like that as perhaps a basis to springboard from when our mind gets cluttered or congested. And when we are really feeling into more of ourselves, where can we move from? How can we move within the world even if we're experiencing deep, dark depression or fueled rage, powerlessness, pain, misery, sadness, or even joy and pleasure, that can be equally as difficult for some of us to feel and sit with and really, really embody in our reality. So I suppose today what I'm really feeling for myself is my inner self talk. I will be more aware of how I shame myself, how I show up, and how I talk myself into a hole when I have shared myself and it's not in the way in which I'm most comfortable or confident in shining. Like, arguably, I'm quite confident sharing myself in this way. This is like part of my essence, my work, my flow, my nature, my naturalness. But put me in a room with a different circumstance and kind of carrying this level of confidence, this frequency, this vision for myself and for other is not always the easiest. It's easy to do and fun, but it's not always natural. I think a lot of the time we can be naturally closing when we feel like we're under attack or when we feel like there's an external pressure closing in on us. And what I'm learning is if I open my heart and I just open to the energy, I open to the wave, I open to my emotion, my response, maybe don't act on it straight away, but have that level of discernment for what is mine to share and how I want to share, how I want to show up in the world. Do I want to be creating more of a certain frequency, or do I want to be almost like a nourishing antidote to that? And again, there's no judgment. There's no right or wrong. We're just humans understanding what it means to be human. So, in the becoming, we make mistakes or happy accidents, in the loving words of Bob Ross. So, that being said, thank you for hearing me. Thank you for being here. I really look forward to unfolding more of my journey with you guys. And I really appreciate you checking in. It means a lot. And I hope to be of service in the highest and best way. And so it is. Take care. Have a beautiful evening, day, morning, whenever you're watching this. Have fun. Lots of love. And I'll see you tomorrow.